Did you hear the news today? A homeless man was sentenced to 12 months of probation for stealing a beer that costed $2.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. He was sentenced to 12 months of probation and a $200 fine. His inability to pay the fines landed him back and forth in jail and incurring over $1,000 in fines.
The privatized probation company, called Sentinel Offender Services, that was supervising the man also issued him an electronic monitor. The startup fee for the monitor was $84, which the man did not have, and it landed him in jail for 2 months, and the 2 months did not count towards the 12 months he had to serve, further extending his time and increasing the amount of fines he owed.
Privatizing probation is detrimental to the American justice system and should have restrictions to prevent the exploitation of convicts.
Yes, I totally agree. You're aware that Georgia has the highest rates of probation, correct?
Yes, I'm aware.
And you're also aware that Georgia has 6,161 people on probation per 100,000 people compared to 1,568 people on probation per 100,000 in the United States altogether.
Yeah, of course I know. Who doesn't know?
So that means you also know that the reason for that is because Georgia has privatized its probation.
So what? Who cares that Georgia privatized its probation?
This means that for every person who is on probation, the state is making money off of that person.
Well, that's great for the state. They know how to make money. We ought to learn from them.
No, and no. Probation affects everyday life for those who on it, and if the state is making money off of more people on probation, then that means they will want more people on probation. How would you like having to report monthly to a probation officer? And having to pay court costs and restitution? While on probation, you must not commit any new crimes. You must report any interaction with law enforcement, curfews, and you may not change your residence or leave the county without written permission from your probation officer.
That is just so much, oh my goodness.
These restrictions can be a burden on people who shouldn't be placed on probation. They should have a less life-affecting punishment such as community service.
Yes, I am starting to understand now.
When state lawmakers turned the supervision of misdemeanor probationers over to local government in 2000, they created an industry.
Oh, so that is how this all started.
Yes, and local governments were ill-equipped to handle the task, and they were glad to hand the supervision over the companies who charged the government nothing in return for retaining the probationary supervision fees.
Wow, I had no idea about that. Our probationers are being watched over by a private company that is interested in making money instead of being watched by the government.
The state considers traffic offenses to be criminal, so even those who run a stop sign can end up with misdemeanor probation.
Wow, the government is helping themselves ultimately, reforming laws that would put more people on probation and making money without spending any. That's exactly how privatizing probation is harmful to the American justice system and why we should have limitations to prevent the abuse of offenders.
Yes. Now you understand.